Stop bleeding for people who don't deserve your tears. My friends, sit down, be silent for a moment, and let me plant a thorn deep inside your conscience. What if I told you that your deepest wounds don't come from your sworn enemies, but from those you invited to your table, from those you held against your chest like precious treasures? Yes, the sharpest daggers aren't held by strangers. They're held by those closest to you. And here's the kicker. A huge chunk of your personal hell you built yourself, brick by brick, with your silence, with your fear, with your refusal to draw a single line. You want to stop hurting? Stay with me, because today we're going to dismantle this infernal machine called relationships. Part 1, the real accused is you. Yes, you. Ask someone, what's your problem? They will never say, my problem is me. Never. They'll hand you a list. My wife, my husband, my boss, my brother, my friend, my neighbor, the whole world. There's always a ready-made villain, always an open case. But the burning question that everyone flees like the plague is this: how do you manage yourself inside that relationship? Do you think good character means swallowing everything, enduring without blinking, smiling while pieces of your soul are being ripped out? Stop. That's wrong. It's even dangerous. Silence without boundaries doesn't protect a relationship. It only delays the explosion, like a pressure cooker with no valve. You stay quiet once, twice, 100 times to preserve the love. And the other person, what do they see? They don't see your nobility. They see your weakness. They think to themselves, look, they're not saying a word. I can keep going. Meanwhile, your wounds pile up, accumulate, rot, until the day comes when you can't even stand to see their face. You avoid them. You make excuses. You run. And then everything collapses because you thought you saved a relationship, but you only saved its corpse dressed up in superficial politeness. Inside, it's a desert. Part 2. Real strength? It's neither the hammer nor the doormat. Don't listen to those who say strength means smashing everything. No, and strength isn't letting boots trample you either. Real strength is simple, but rare. Knowing how to keep the good ones and knowing how to stop the offender at the right moment. That's it. Nothing more. The weak person always makes the same mistake. Either they stay quiet until they have a heart attack, or they explode and burn every bridge. Immaturity, pure and simple. We talk all the time about self-confidence, but self-confidence can be a trap because your ego lies to you. It tells you you're strong, and at the first real crisis, it crumbles like a house of cards. What you need is something more solid, an unshakable trust, a trust that holds even when everything is on fire. And that trust has a name. It's called thinking well of the one who holds the reins. Call it what you will, the essence is the same. You are not alone in running the show. There is a wisdom higher than your limited mind. And when you accept that, magic happens. Your fear, which used to paralyze you, suddenly becomes an engine. You think people line up at amusement parks to ride the roller coaster just for fun? No, they do it because they know the system is safe. They trust the safety procedures. So do you think the system of the entire universe is unreliable? If you do your part, if you strive, if you prepare, the result is in the hands of the one who will never, ever betray you. Part 3. The ugly secret, but true, about relationships. Get ready. This part will shake you. People don't come to you by accident. They come because they need you. Yes, the more people need you, the more they talk to you, and the more they respect you. That's the law. It's harsh, but it's human. The boss is respected because we depend on him. The artist is adored because they touch the soul. The baker is loved because they make the bread. This isn't dirty, it's life, an exchange, a dance of needs. And when you understand this, you'll stop whining. People are selfish. What a cruel world. No, they're just human. You have needs too. Now, the painful question. Why don't some people respect you? A harsh answer, because you're not useful to them yet. Not enough. You haven't developed that thing that makes them need you. A skill, a value, something. You want to have presence in this world. Stop begging for love. Become useful. Learn. Become someone who adds something. Not for money, for value. Because value brings respect, and respect brings true relationships. And if you have children, stop telling them the world is cruel. Teach them things, a language, a craft, an art, because the one who knows how to be useful never stays behind closed doors. Part 4. Warning: the deadly trap, attachment that kills. I've seen people destroy themselves for one person, literally. They abandoned their friends, their family, their dreams, their health, their dignity for one human being. And when that person left, they looked behind them and saw nothing but ashes. This isn't love, it's a sickness. Listen carefully. The difference between a healthy relationship and a toxic attachment is vast. A healthy relationship, two people standing on their own feet, close, loving each other, but neither collapses if the other moves away. Toxic attachment, you're a plant clinging to a wall. If the wall moves, you fall. If the wall leaves, you die. A sick relationship has 3 phases: obsession when the other is present, constant thinking about them when they're absent, and sick jealousy that wants to lock them in a cage. If you recognize yourself in this, sound the alarm. You're no longer loving. You're a prisoner. Worse, you're becoming a jailer. Let people breathe. Life isn't a narrow hallway filled by one person. The wife isn't just your wife. She's also a daughter, a mother, a friend, a soul before God. The husband isn't just your husband. He's also a son, a father, a warrior, a dreamer. Don't reduce someone's entire universe to your little presence. If you suffocate what you love, don't be surprised when they eventually run away. Part 6. Enemies aren't always outside. A blunt advice: the fewer enemies you have, the freer you are. Why? Because every enemy closes a door. There are neighborhoods you no longer dare to cross, gatherings you flee, friends you avoid just because a conflict awaits you there. You become a prisoner of your grudges. Clean your heart, not for their sake, for yours. Your hatred doesn't even reach them. It stays with you, rots your floor, poisons your nights. Forgive or forget, but free yourself. Otherwise, you'll spend your life watching enemies who aren't even thinking about you. That said, don't become a doormat who wants to be loved by everyone at any cost. A person with no enemies at all is often a person with no principles at all. Even the prophets had enemies, so stand firm. Sometimes being hated is the price of standing up for what's right. Part 7. The tyranny of too much. Soulless relationships, empty formality, false gentleness. You have 2,000 friends on social media? Great, but how many will cry at your grave? Quantity doesn't create quality. Every relationship is a responsibility, a call to make, a joy to share, a sorrow to comfort. If you have too many relationships, you end up being a bad friend to everyone. 3 jewels are better than 1,000 pebbles. And let's talk about that terrible disease, formality. You know those people you can never be yourself with, always on edge, always measuring your words, always watching, exhausting. The most beautiful relationship is the one where you walk in like you're entering your own home, take off your shoes, and breathe. And also, beware of soft tyranny, the kind that starts with, "Do me a small favor," then another, and one day what was a favor becomes a perceived right in their eyes. Set boundaries, politely but firmly. This isn't bad manners, it's intelligence. Part 7. Forgive with your heart, but don't be a fool. Yes, know how to forgive, but forgiveness doesn't mean turning the other cheek to everyone who slaps you every hour. Forgiveness is freeing your heart. Forgiveness is not a dinner invitation to the one who stabbed you. You have the right to cut ties. You have the right to say, "No thank you, I don't want this pain anymore." Maturity isn't enduring the unendurable. Maturity is knowing when enough is a sacred word. You are not a punching bag for people to train on. You are a human being with infinite value. Treat yourself like one. Final conclusion: the mirror, not the excuses. Before you leave this room, remember this. Yes, others can be harsh. Yes, they can betray, hurt, disappoint. But a large part of your pain you created yourself. You opened your heart too wide. You stayed silent too long. You thought love was pain. You forgot that your heart is a trust, not a commodity. Don't wrong others more than they deserve. Don't absolve yourself more than you should. Look within. Work on yourself. Become stronger. Become more useful. Love, but don't give yourself completely. And remember this brilliant truth: not every door that closes